So I'm Jeffrey Kenney, and I'm here to talk about medicine wheels on Mary's request. I don't have a great time public speaking. It's very stressful for me, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's important to know about medicine wheels and vortices.
We love you, so you remember that, okay?
Thank you. I feel the love.
You just look over here and you're safe.
Okay. So I've been a licensed acupuncturist, and I work with medical qigong. So I've been working with the energies of the body for about 20 years, and then I came here and in disbelief for probably 5 years about what's going on, and then I met Steve Hardy, and Steve Hardy taught me about medicine wheels, and there's a little story around that because he didn't know what he was going to teach, and I just said, I'm going to go where you are, Steve. What are you doing? He says, I don't know. So then he was downloaded from Kenneth Killick and Dean Hardy to teach medicine wheels, and he taught me. And after that was done, great. I went home. A year went by. I think in that time, Steve passed. And one morning, I got up. Every morning I get up, I have a cup or two of coffee. But this morning I got up and didn't do anything except threw on my jeans and went out and started building a medicine wheel. At the same time, unbeknownst to me, Mary and maybe Steve, Gail, they were at Steve's property and they were redoing his medicine wheel at that same exact time. And the only reason I knew that is because they called me. So there's some connection here with Steve and me and medicine wheels. And so since then, I built many medicine wheels, most of which are dismantled by people. But I built two that are pretty strong, and Steve helped me with a couple of them. One in Tucson, which was good, but I'm left there, and I built one in Patagonia. And so medicine wheels, like obelisks and pyramids, they create a standing columnar wave, which is very powerful in and of itself. And you can send prayer into this standing columnar wave and accentuate the prayer. So the medicine wheel I built in Patagonia, I connected up with here, with Mount Shasta and the lakes. So I have this connection, and it seems to be more powerful by doing that through, I guess, ley lines. And so over time, these I started getting information about how powerful these vortices are, particularly when Steve left here and I left here for the first time. We went camping, and it looked like rain in Chatfield State Park. And I was like, oh, I hate camping in the rain. So we get there, and there was rain all around us, except for about the size of this tent. I could not believe what I was seeing. And so Steve, I guess, created this. So no rain for the time I was there. So here was an example of a vortice that was very powerful. And then recently, I built this, what was it? It's a standing columnar wave of copper. So it's about this big. And I put it in the ground. Steve was there, and we both felt it. It was like, wow, what's going on here? Since then, I've turned it into a clockwise standing columnar wave, or a coil. And the other day, I was sitting outside about maybe 6 feet away from it, and a cardinal shows up. Now, cardinals are pretty skittish. They don't want to be around you. This cardinal came in and sat on this coil and started bouncing around to the trees, came back to the coil, started talking to me, but I don't speak cardinal, so I didn't know what he was saying. And he was just bouncing around, looking at me, and it was like, this is an example that something's happening here with these things. So if you don't believe, here's some stories that from someone who didn't believe and now believes. So moving on. Can you show the medicine wheel? So Steve and I produced a medicine wheel video, and I'll just show you this. It explains how to build one. I urge you to build one. You can build them very small, but they help the prayer. So anytime you want to do a Holy Grail vortex, this is one way to help the prayer. Just build a simple little medicine wheel. It doesn't need to be much. And the hardest part about this area is that Steve and I tried to build a medicine wheel. We couldn't find any rocks. So this is a hard place to build them, but Arizona has plenty of rocks and easy to build a medicine wheel. In this short film, we are presenting a creative, heart-opening process whereby you can take action in assisting in the positive growth and health of our living planet. The use of a medicine wheel to magnify your prayers and intentions. Medicine wheels can magnify prayer or intention through the vortex energy they generate. A vortex is a spinning energy. If you could see the vortex created by the medicine wheel, it would look like a tornado. It is our hope and intention that through sharing this technique that you and others can help to bring about the change that is needed on this earth. Prayer is a miracle. It is our free will put into action, and it can create miracles. Prayer, with the assistance of medicine wheels, can help bring about a world of peace and happiness. A medicine wheel can simply be a circular pattern of stones with a central cairn that brings balance to the adjoining ley lines, the electrical energy lines of the earth. You will bring about significant improvement in any agricultural endeavor when you balance the ley lines. A medicine wheel can also be a vortex generator. A vortex generator draws earth energy upwards toward the atmosphere in a clockwise spinning rotation. A medicine wheel can be a personal altar to our Creator, the Divine, and our Mother Earth. Medicine wheels, pyramids, labyrinths are all vortex energy generators. Vortex energies occur naturally in nature. Sedona, Arizona draws thousands of people to feel these vortex energies. Throughout the Great Plains of North America, the American Indians built a network of thousands of medicine wheels. The Bighorn Medicine Wheel, located in Wyoming, is one of the few remaining medicine wheels. Archaeologists have not yet determined the full potentiality of the Bighorn Medicine Wheel beyond having astrological significance. Building a medicine wheel is fun, and it's a great way to engage your creative energy. There are many ways to build a medicine wheel, and there is no one proper way to build one, although one's intention is very important. You can be as creative as you like in building a medicine wheel. For example, wheels can be built with or without spokes, and some are built with an inner circle surrounding the central cairn. As you continue building medicine wheels, you will find that your wheel building will be guided more and more by your intuition. You will develop a knowing of what rocks to choose and where each rock will be placed. Just remember, all medicine wheels are special and powerful, even the little ones we build. Here is one simple medicine wheel design. Choose the site on which to build the wheel. The site can be an undisturbed place in nature, or it could be in your backyard, or even a place in your home. Go out into nature and choose rocks that you feel attracted to. Try and recognize the Mother Earth frequency that is in every stone. After you have collected the stones and brought them back to the medicine wheel site, you can choose which rocks belong where. You can use a compass to determine the north, south, east, and west directions of the wheel, and then place a stone on each of these cardinal directions. Place a rock in the circle's center. Create a large outer circle of rocks, placed next to one another, connecting all of the cardinal direction rocks. Finally, use rocks to create spoke lines from the center rock to each of the 4 cardinal direction rocks. Stand outside of the medicine wheel and form in your mind the prayer, imagining the outcome or intent you wish to generate. Ask for permission from the Creator if your intent is in alignment with the universal plan. Take 3 deep breaths, grounding your feet into the earth, imagining roots growing from your feet into the earth. Then expand your energy up to the divine from the top of your head. From your heart, extend into the medicine wheel the prayer or intention you wish to magnify. A powerful prayer is one full of faith that connects to the universe, the Creator. John Hardy, an experienced medicine wheel builder, states that he always prays as if it is his last prayer. Mary Hardy, author of Pyramid Energy, suggests using the Great Invocation Prayer. Most importantly, believe in and extend out wholeheartedly your prayer. We can change the world. Using the medicine wheel, State your prayer with all of your heart, and then be at peace with what is, what was, and what will be. So, taking it a bit further, as an acupuncturist and medical Qigong practitioner, if we're open, we're more powerful. So, one way we can open the power of our body is by opening up our chakra system. We're going to do that, or sort of activate it a little bit. We're also going to do something called the microcosmic orbit, which bypasses the chakra system because for most people, the chakra system is pretty jammed up. So we'll do both. So I'm asking you right now just to remove your shoes to connect with the earth. And you can stay seated or stand, it doesn't matter. And from now on, you can close your eyes and then I'll look better. So just close your eyes and connect up with the earth. So what you're going to do at this point in time is just send energy from the dantian or around your belly button, just below it, and just send that energy down into the earth through your feet and just connect with her. And you'll feel at some point the mother's going to send that energy back up through your feet, through your legs, and into your lower dantian. It's going to come back up into that. And then we'll connect with the Father. So think of the stars, sun, and moon, and bring that energy down through a hole in the top of your head, down through your Tai Chi pole or Shashumna if you're into yoga. Either way, it's the center core of your body that carries the energy. And we're going to bring that into the lower dantian as well, right into the belly. And then we'll bring in the divine through that same place at the top of your head. Divine white light, golden light coming down through the Tai Chi pole or Shashumna and storing it down into your lower dantian. And let that build in there. And then take some of that energy and bring it up to your middle dantian, around the heart area. So allow it to flow up. And then bring some of that energy up into the third eye, which is between your eyebrows, and let that fill. And then we're going to circulate the energy. So from your lower dantian, I want you to bring it down through your perineum. That's the lowest part of your torso. And then through the coccyx and up the spine and through the neck and over the top of the head and down the face and through the throat and back down through the belly and into the lower dantian. And so you're just going to circulate that. Even if you can't feel it, imagine it, intend it, and it's happening even though you can't feel it. So you're just circulating the energy around the body, called the microcosmic orbit. Just let that happen. Okay. That's one meditation. Very simple, very easy, no blockage. Some of you probably felt it, most of you did. So the other meditation is a chakra meditation. This is also a good meditation. So you're going to start at the perineum, and which is also at the bottom of the torso, and just imagine red light coming into that space. You can do that now. And then with your right or left hand, gather some orange energy, the color orange like pumpkin, and just bring that energy into around the belly button. Just push that through. So it's going to go through your center and out the back, just filling that area up. That's your second chakra. And we'll do the same thing again in the middle, which is just below your sternum, bringing yellow energy into that space through the middle of the body, out the back. These chakras extend out, front and back. So we're just filling those up, opening them up. And then we'll go to the heart area. bringing in green, so it comes in through the funnel, through the center of the body, out the back. And then blue into the throat chakra, again, through the throat, out the back of the head. And then again, bringing indigo into your third eye, filling that up. And then violet down the top of the head, and the top of the head. So now imagine your entire body, each of those centers, the color, each of those centers filled up completely. And then from the perineum, draw a cord of white light right up through the center line of the body, out of the top of the head, and connect up with the divine. So here is another way to open up your body. There are so many ways. You can just through diet and thought processes and so forth. But before you do the Holy Grail Vortex, this is a good way to open up the body to make a prayer, the Holy Grail Vortex prayer, more powerful. And of course, the right intention, having more people helps. And a medicine wheel helps too. It's a simple way of creating a standing columnar wave. Because most of us can't have an obelisk or a pyramid in our backyard, so it's a simple way. So I urge you to build a medicine wheel. I urge you to do these practices to open up the body, to make this Holy Grail Vortex more powerful. And thank you for listening.
Can I just add?
Yeah. You're not creating a portal. No, I will. She's asking if when I created a medicine wheel, am I creating a portal? No, it's not a portal.
And use the mic.
You're just creating a standing columnar wave. So that's all you're doing, not a portal. You're not going anywhere from it. It's just an exaggeration of, like a tornado. It's just a lot of energy. So if you're creating a lot of energy, you put the prayer into it, it expands out. Yeah.
Okay, do you need to pray over your medicine wheel for protection?
I try not to make the medicine wheel a personal experience. So I'm not praying over getting a 450 SEL Mercedes Benz. No, that's not what I'm doing with the medicine wheel. What I am trying to do is bring peace and love to the planet. So that's how we should pray anyway. So for any medicine wheel, we should be praying for peace and love on this planet. Should be. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's the best way to use it. So what I've noticed is I do that prayer for my neighborhood. It is settled down. It was so noisy, and there was a lot of tension. It's settled down. I'm trying to figure out how to use it for the mining company that's coming in to destroying the environment, but I'm not sure. I haven't settled down enough emotionally to send out peace and love to this group of people that want to destroy our planet. So I'm not there yet. So. So Mary just told me that I'm connected to the Sasquatch. That's another story, and it's actually very funny. Maybe Steve has the video of me having experienced the Sasquatch here. No, I did not believe in the Sasquatch in the beginning, and I have sent them up there, Mary. I have sent them up, but I don't know it was in the right vein. So I don't know how to use them exactly. Okay. So Mary said I should use them to protect and clean up the earth. So I guess when I get home, I'll be able to do that a little bit more efficiently. Oh, my story. Okay, I'll tell you a story. So I was down here with everybody else, and there's lots of noise and snoring, and I couldn't sleep. So the next day, I decided to go way back up in the woods, and I did. And Mary said, "Well, be careful of the Sasquatch." Of course, I wasn't a believer. That's right. And so Gail walks me out and says, "No, they're really up there. You're going to know because you're going to smell them. They're going to be sniffing around and blah blah blah." So I said, "Oh, right, okay." So so it happened. There was sniffing around. There was this. Like, I don't know if you've ever smelled skunk cabbage before, but that's what it smelled like. And so I just sort of asked them to go away. And so the morning came and I'm walking back down, and Steve Hardy and Steve Valdek have the video camera on me, and it's every time I watch the video, it's kind of funny. So I don't know if he has it, but yeah, well, maybe it's too late now. But are there any other questions? And it's just a silly thing. It's nothing. Just me walking.
Sasquatch look.
Well, there was like I'd seen Sasquatch. That's what it looked like.
His stink was they really stink.
Yeah.
Kind of like
They do.
Moses coming down from outside with his white hair.
Yes.
Here it is. Here we go.
That was cool footage.
Cool. Of Jeff?
Huh?
Say good morning.
Morning.
Are you smiling? Smile.
That's not gonna be on the.
You ought to do something with your hair.
I'm sure it'll be.